With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Your morning blitz begins now.
It's a Thursday, and it's going to be a warm one. Hot and humid, a high of 88 today.
Yeah.
Are you going to get the breeze off the water today? Taking the boat out? No? Why not?
Too much stuff to do.
What do you have to do?
I got so much to do, man.
What do you have to do?
So much needs done at the house.
Like what?
Just yard work, for one.
Oh, you were just doing yard work. How much yard work can you possibly do?
It's endless. It never stops. I know you don't do yard work.
Hell no.
One day you're going to have a house.
I've had a house. I've had multiple houses. I still don't do yard work.
I don't know how you get away with that.
You get someone to come and cut your grass.
I can't afford that.
You can afford it.
No, I can't.
A teenager.
No.
To come cut your grass.
Vic, you need a husband. That's what you need. That's who does mine.
Excuse me, if I had Goose, it wouldn't do me any good, would it?
Sure would.
Oh, yeah, no, you have to be particular about the husband.
Told you. Said it more. I'll say it again. These soft, supple hands.
I don't know. It's probably my fault. I should just get rid of all the crap in my yard. Like, okay, daffodils, for example. They grow, in April. They're nice, pretty yellow flowers.
They're around for 2 minutes, and then they die.
And then it's the green crap that just sits there and dies. And so
the little yellow one, right?
Yeah.
It's the one that you blow on them.
No, that's a dandelion.
Oh, right, dandelion. Okay.
But then you got like a month and a half of this green stuff turning brown, and I'd cut it down right afterwards, but I guess you need to let it get sun and continue to suck in whatever so that it's good next year. And
is today the dandelion? Wait, what are they called again? Daffodils. Now you get me confused.
I'm cutting all that crap down. I got to mulch. I still have to mulch. I haven't mulched yet this year.
He's got 6 weed plants to maintain, Goose. He cannot go out and golf today, not golf.
Those are great.
Fish today.
You just need water at this point, so those are fine.
I can't do it. My couch is too comfortable. There's no way.
Must be nice.
So we're still putting stuff away from the move, obviously. It takes forever to do that.
Yeah, you got that to deal with.
We have 2 new nightstands in the bedroom that Nora ordered and a dresser that we had. Okay. However, we're very mad at ourselves that when we bought our new living room furniture, we didn't get the nightstands and the dresser just there, because then it would have been delivered. You got the kind you got to put together. And so yesterday I laid down the first nightstand, and I ripped open the box, and I slid out the first piece of wood, the first shelf, and I said, nope, call someone.
Because there are like 1,000 screws.
Yes. Yeah. So she went to Jackrabbit or Thumbtack or one of those websites where you can just hire a handyman.
Oh, yeah.
He's showing up at 9:30 this morning to put all the furniture together.
Perfect.
I'm not doing it. No.
For real?
100%.
You have to choose what you want to spend your time on.
Yes.
If you can afford to hire someone, why not? For me, it's a challenge. I pull those things out of there, and same with Charlie. We both are like, all right, now you've thrown down the gauntlet here, Wayfair. You have.
Right.
Got 19 packages of different screws and bolts, and you always get a little Allen wrench with it. And it's a challenge for me. I kind of like it's like a puzzle.
Yeah.
But, if you hate it, and it's like a waste of time, and it's just going to make you angry, and you can afford to hire it out.
I went to the store yesterday. I got some nice steaks. Spend my afternoon grilling up the asparagus.
Money bags over here, paying all his help while he's grilling steaks.
Luxurious.
Oh, the savings is dwindling quickly. Very quickly.
What kind of steaks did you buy? Did you buy the Kobe?
New York strip. No.
Oh, okay.
No, I wish.
No ribeye? I thought you did a ribeye.
I got a ribeye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I gave the kids and the wife a New York strip. They got the lesser cut of meat. Actually, no, because they came in a 3-pack, so it just worked out where I got that. And I was like, oh, well, since it's the even 3-pack, I'll just get myself a ribeye. So it all worked out. I'm sorry.
My wife sent something in for show and tell.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at the note.
Look at the note. All right, opening the note. Show and tell. Okay. Hi, Goose.
The color of the ink.
Oh, green ink.
Look at.
Oh, it's one of the 4-color pens we were talking about yesterday.
Oh, that's fancy. They fancified that thing.
They did.
Ooh,
Boy, they turned it into their own little spaceship thing with the 4-color push-down thing. I
looks like you're
it.
about to become an architect with that
Well,
thing.
no, it's just for show and tell. She wants the pen back.
Oh, why did you get to keep the
That's
pen?
not
Well, you said yesterday, who the hell writes in green ink?
Nobody. I'm gonna
I know.
write. I'm gonna write back in
Okay,
red.
write back
Yeah.
a note to her. Go ahead.
While I'm writing, why don't you go ahead and get the morning started with Blitz Morning Trivia?
All right, $25 up for grabs, water beds and stuff. If you're the first one to text in the correct answer at 99700. Chuck Lorre continues to melt Big Bang Theory for all it's worth. And I personally think Chuck Lorre is like the last remaining person who knows how to make a good sitcom.
It's not Lori? I always thought it was, too.
I always get it mixed up, and I asked Goose, and
No, he would know.
You know.
Chuck Lorre.
But he's got another Big Bang spinoff coming. You know, we got young Sheldon. Then there was Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, Georgie being Sheldon's brother, and I thought both were great. And now he's got another spinoff. And what is the title? That is the
Wait, you're
question.
not reporting on the fake one, are you?
The fake what?
Spinoff.
What are you talking about?
There was a video that popped up yesterday, and it was a fake spinoff. Hold up the answer. I want to see if you're right or not.
Oh no, it's.
Is it real? Okay, if it's real, because there was one I saw yesterday. Oh, yeah, okay, no, that's right. You're right. Okay, my bad. I saw one yesterday.
What was the one you saw yesterday?
It was a spinoff about Raj. It was like 5 years after the Nobel Peace Prize, and like people had moved on except for Raj, and there was like, yeah, that's not happening.
I would watch that.
Right.
But no, this one is not about Raj. Tell us what the name of the new show will be at 99700. If you're first, we'll give you the gift card.
Let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, Chuck Lorre, creator of Big Bang Theory, is doing another spin-off series. We asked what the name of the new series will be, and it's Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. Of course, Stuart owned the comic book store in Big Bang Theory. Real goofy dude, but very funny. So I will definitely watch that. And Derek Moss from Pataskala was the first one to text in the correct answer, so he's got $25 to water beds and stuff.
What's going to be the premise, though? Does it have any sort of description?
No,
name.
but it does say there will be characters from the original series, and it will incorporate, of course, sci-fi and fantasy elements.
Okay.
10 episodes are already written, and this will be the third spinoff from Big Bang.
Right.
That's it. That's all I got.
Here's one for you. This is kind of, I don't know, I guess a little freaky. There was a study that was conducted between 2017 and 2020, and they've kind of compiled all the information, and they are now releasing it. And come to find out, if you go to the hospital for an emergency, and unfortunately something happens there where like your heart stops beating, or they need to give you CPR, of the over 1,000 people that they studied, the people that actually kind of came back, if you will, after extended periods of CPR or maybe a defibrillator, they found out that there is evidence that if you pass away in a hospital because of brain activity, there is a good chance you will hear them call your death.
What?
Like
time of death?
Yes, you're still, the brain activity is still there, where you can actually hear them say, time of death, 6:07 a.m.
I'm not dead yet.
Right.
Oh, my God.
The lead author of the study explained that the lucid experiences cannot be considered a trick and actually can happen. A unique human experiences that emerges on the brink of death, and that you may actually hear them. Oh.
Have you guys ever watched those near-death experience videos where people die and come back, but they do have an experience during that time of death?
There have been a lot of reports lately of the lucidity that people feel when that happens.
Yeah. Some of these stories are wild.
Yeah.
Like you think, man, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. The people that they meet, and some say they went to heaven, some say they went to hell, and it changed their lives.
I'm so curious if anyone's ever experienced something like this before.
I'm sure a lot of people have.
I can't. Oh, what do you? I mean, just like, what do you feel when you're like? But again, like I said, a lot of these people feel very lucid and very euphoric almost. So maybe it's not a terrible thing. But to hear them say, "Yeah, he gone," that would just be.
Oh my gosh.
You know, on that topic, I was at a specialized healthcare place yesterday. I'll leave it at that. But I found out something that kind of blew my mind. Do you know what the healthcare industry considers a successful surgery?
Not death.
If you don't die.
Are you serious?
They consider that a successful surgery if you don't effing die.
Hey, you got to set the standard somewhere.
I mean, come on.
Did it again. He didn't die.
That is unbelievable.
They're all high-fiving each other. We didn't lose another one.
Oh, my God.
Thank God. It's a great way to start your Thursday morning. Good morning.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, our first story comes from New Jersey, where Kaylee Principato and Lucas Pyle of Egg Harbor Township had just been charged with aggravated arson and weapons possession following their arrest on Monday. That is because they thought it would be a good idea to fire off a flare gun inside of the house, where the living room window curtains then caught on fire. Not once, but 2 shots from a flare gun. Aren't flare guns like single load? Like you put the tube in and
I thought so.
And then you reload it. And
yeah, it's probably 2 people having some kind of competition inside. They each had a flare gun.
Oh, that
trying to make it through the open window.
Instead of like reloading the actual one flare gun. Because I mean, if it was the Roman candles, I've for sure shot Roman candles.
Oh, I had battles, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Roman candles are the best. They're so fun.
Do you know what I did last year? I was so proud of myself. Got a beehive way up, or a wasp hive way up in a tree with the Roman candle. On the very last shot, it went thunk and stuck inside. Took it out. I was like,
oh, that's great.
Oh, I felt.
Okay, that saved you a lot of money, because we had to get a company in to remove a wasp hive. And then they tried to rebuild.
Oh, did they really?
Will, yeah.
Yes.
Jerks.
Yes.
I don't think they will if it's burnt, though.
I hope not. I mean, I haven't seen them since.
They took the whole hive. And then these dang things came to the...
Hi, I'm Richard Karn. And you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit ActiveDay.com to apply.
Same branch and started rebuilding.
Wow.
I'm determined. They're like, no, this is our home. We are not leaving.
We'll show you.
Right. Our second story takes us down to Florida. Yes, we have a WTF. What the Florida? Osceola County, where a man who was stopped at an intersection getting into a verbal argument with another gentleman around 5:13 last Friday, when the man went over to his truck, reached in and grabbed a machete, and stabbed the man he was in the verbal altercation with. You're not supposed to do that. You can't go around stabbing people with machetes. Now, on the flip side, he did then put the man in his truck and took him to the hospital. What?
What a guy.
Right, yeah, what a guy. What
I
a
need to
good
teach
Samaritan.
you a lesson, but I'm not going to make you suffer too much.
Right. Are we good here? You learned your lesson? All right, get in. I'll take you to the hospital. Yep. Police were able to track down the man, and they did find not only blood in his car, but the machete in the back of his truck as well. So it was pretty easy to arrest this man, who will now be spending some time in jail, I have to assume, after he was arrested for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Don't go around stabbing people with machetes, but if you do, at least offer to take them to the hospital so they can get the help they need.
What about a screwdriver?
A screwdriver?
Stab him with a screwdriver?
I wouldn't do that either. No.
Where can I buy a machete?
Okay, that's your not-so-breaking news, 99.7 The Blitz. All right, time for a Thursday morning dumb debate. Stuff that, really doesn't need to be argued, but why not? Because this is an honest question. Nora is a huge fan of dips. Anywhere we go, she wants a dip. And she loves some good, like food, not a zin, no.
Well, no, I didn't know.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so you just like any different kinds of dips.
Right, she loves
like
dips.
Dip and chips.
So yes, specifically, she loves salsa.
Okay.
Anyway, we're gonna go to Mexican. We're on our chips and salsa. Gotta have chips and salsa. But here's my question. Is salsa a dip, a sauce, or a condiment?
I mean, it's all three. I would say it's a dip for sure.
For sure a dip.
Yeah.
Well,
and also a condiment.
I think it can be more than one thing. I mean, okay, for example, cheese sticks. You dip them in marinara sauce, which is a dip for a cheese stick, but it's also a sauce for pasta.
Yeah, but I would consider that a sauce.
Okay.
If I had to pick one, I would say it's a dip.
But
you can pour it over your taco.
Right, or you put it on your burrito.
So then...
So it can be more than one.
Why are you so embarrassed?
I'm not.
You can do what? What can you do with it?
You pour it on your taco, which...
What?
Watching her play. She goes, you can pour it on your taco, and she goes...
Because you're so dirty, I know you're going to start making fun of me for saying weird things like that.
Never. You do with your taco what you want to do with your taco.
God.
You want to pour salsa on it? That's fine. Knock yourself out.
It's a dip. It's a dip.
I'll
die on that hill.
You don't pour dips over, then it's not a dip. Then it's possibly sauce or.
Hey, but listen,
I think it's versatile.
What about queso? Queso's definitely a dip, but I'd pour that bad boy on anything.
I don't know.
Turn it into a sauce.
But is it a dip then? Then it's a sauce.
It depends on how you use it then.
Adam says all three.
Dippin' sauce. Can we call it that? A dippin' sauce?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, because barbecue. You sauce up your ribs, but I know a lot of people get it for their chicken nuggets.
Sure.
There you go.
See, so I think it is what you use it as. However you're using it, that's what it is.
But it's got to be more definitive, doesn't it?
Why?
Oh, Terry says salsa is Spanish for sauce. Is that true?
Is it really? I did not know that.
And by the way, if you go to Chipotle and you get the medium salsa, it's corn.
Yeah.
That's not a sauce. That's not a dip, but it's salsa.
So is it a condiment? Because you're putting it on...
Okay.
Just saying.
Oh, Chad's throwing in a new word, a puree. It's a puree.
Ah, okay.
Chad likes to complicate things.
The corn at Chipotle is not a puree.
No, we're talking about salsa.
But they call it salsa.
Corn. Well, you can have corn salsa.
That's what I'm saying.
So
yeah,
I mean,
you just throw corn in a salsa, and it's corn salsa.
But then is that straight up a sauce now because you put it on, or you can dip your Tostitos scoops in it. Speaking of food, here's another one for you, which I completely disagree with. Very mad at this, whoever put this list together. Who is this? Does it say? No, it doesn't. A restaurant. It just says a restaurant supply company. Good idea keeping your name out of it, because I think people are going to be coming for you. They analyzed more than 40,000 Yelp reviews over the 21 major fast food chains to find the best fries. And this is a debate that's been going on for a while. The thing is, I don't know who they asked or what they're doing, because the number one fry, that has always been the number one fry, is now second to last on the list.
Like the second worst fries?
Second worst. 20th out of 21.
Wow.
Is these fries are coming in, which makes no sense to me. Do you have a guess, Kelly, as to what normally is the best fry, but on this particular survey came out 20 out of 21st?
McDonald's.
Absolutely. How is that possible? I don't know. McDonald's by far has the superior fries.
Now, I have gotten before fries that were undercooked that are terrible, or fries that have been sitting around for too long.
Yeah.
They're terrible. I mean, there's a timing issue here. So maybe they've got a timing issue at McDonald's.
Oh, but I love the lightly done fries. When I go to a restaurant, I order my fries. I ask them every time, can you pull the fries up a little bit early?
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I like the not frozen, but definitely on the softer side. Yeah, I like a medium rare French fry.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Yeah. Number one on the list, In-N-Out. You've been to In-N-Out?
Never had them.
It's okay. Shake Shack, number 2.
Never had them.
No, I disagree. Freddy's Frozen Custard.
Never heard of it.
Steak Burger. It's a decent restaurant. Fries are okay. Bojangles.
Never
Really?
had 'em.
Bojangles, number 4.
Didn't we just finally get Bojangles? Like just in the past year, I think here.
I know they're here.
I think there's one on 62 and then New Albany area. I think there's a Bojangles over there.
Yeah, there's definitely Bojangles around for sure.
Never had 'em.
And then Chick-fil-A at number 5 with
Never
the
had
waffle
'em.
fries. You've never had Chick-fil-A fries?
Are they the waffle fries?
Yeah, the waffle fries.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
Not a big
They're
fan.
pretty good. I'm not mad at that spot.
Okay.
Do you remember the GD Ritzy's shoestring?
Yes.
Really thin, crisp. I
worked
loved
there.
those. Yeah, those fries were really good, I thought.
Yeah.
Real salty, and you could shove about 25 of them in your mouth at once.
The shoestring fries.
Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah, they have the same ones at Steak and Shake.
Oh,
like that.
right. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of those.
I'm not a fan
at all.
either.
My wife loves them.
Raising Cane's at number 6. I do like Raising Cane's, a little crinkle fry action.
Those are good.
Zaxby's, Arby's. See, I don't like curly fries. I don't like seasoned curly
They
fries.
got crinkle fries now at Arby's.
That's right,
and
they
they're good.
do.
They're just like Cane's.
Hardee's at number 9 and Checkers and Rallies at number 10.
I love Wendy's.
Yeah, I like Wendy's fries a lot.
They're the nice.
Yep.
They're the right size.
Yes.
They're the right
Perfect thickness. Yes.
Agreed.
The thing is Wendy's, for some reason, I know it's probably been a couple years now, but Wendy's has changed their fries a lot.
They have a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like the oil or is
that's
they've gone from like the skin on to the regular fry, back to the skin on, then they added a little seasoning to them.
I think they're perfect right now. Don't mess with them.
Just leave them how they are.
Whatever this conclusion they've come to. Just right.
I need some fast food today now. I feel it. Tonight I need some of the Blitz.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
A Columbus police officer shot and wounded one of 3 armed teenage boys after being called to the parking lot of Lincoln Park Pool on a report of gunshots. Gunshots were reported yesterday afternoon in the parking lot of the Pool and Community Center on Woodrow Avenue, which is right next to a police substation. And by the way, there was a day camp in full swing at the community center and the pool was crowded. So when officers arrived after this report of shots fired, they say one of the teenagers took off running, tossed a gun over the fence into the pool area. He was arrested. Gun was recovered. A second teen was taken into custody with a BB gun. And then police say a third teen was crouched behind a car in the parking lot holding a handgun. Officer fired his gun several times. Teen was shot, taken to Grant in stable condition. Well, if you want a Karen Reed update, I sure have one for you.
Yeah.
It's time for your Karen Reed update with Kelly Queen.
All right. So finally, closing arguments will begin tomorrow in the Karen Reed murder retrial in Massachusetts. The defense says Reed is being framed by police for the death of John O'Keefe, and rested its case yesterday. Reed is accused of hitting her Boston cop boyfriend with her SUV and leaving him to die in a snowstorm in 2022. Hung jury the first trial last year. This year, I tell you, if these jurors debate for more than 10 minutes, I'm going to be upset. Not guilty.
Not guilty. Right off the bat.
The judge has given the jury off today. Closing arguments are scheduled to begin at 9 tomorrow morning. Now, typically, each side gets 60 minutes, and I tell you, they cut you off at 60 minutes.
Really?
Mid-sentence. If you're an attorney and you're going beyond this 60 minutes, it happened last year, you're cut off.
How do you talk for 60 minutes at closing arguments?
Listen to this, though. The defense yesterday requested 90 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Said,
Seriously?
hey, there's too much going on here. This case is too complicated. I need 90 minutes. The judge said, I might be able to go as high as 75 minutes, but that's it. I'm not going 90 minutes on closing arguments, and I'm going to have to sleep on it tonight, so we'll find out today.
Oh, those poor jurors. How miserable.
I sort of feel like you should be able to wrap it up in 30 minutes.
You would think.
Well, you said the whole trial.
Right.
Yeah.
What did you do during the whole trial if you need 90 minutes to do closing arguments?
I feel like you're not a
repeat
good
everything. Yeah, repeat everything you've already said.
They're good lawyers, though. They are good lawyers, buddy. Defense, anyway. But, so anyway, yeah, I don't know. She said, like I said, the judge said she may be able to go 75 minutes, but she'd have to think about it. So we'll find out. All right, let me tell you about what's going on with Harvey Weinstein's sex crimes retrial in New York. The jury so far has come back with 2 verdicts of the 3 counts. A guilty count on one of the engaging in criminal sex counts charges, and then an acquittal on a second count. But the jury hasn't been able to reach a verdict on the 3rd count of rape. So the judge said, hey, you go back to deliberating on Thursday, this morning. They'll be back at it deliberating that 3rd and final count. However, there are issues in the jury room. The foreperson yesterday sent the judge a note and said, quote, I cannot go.
Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
Back inside with those people. He told the judge that jurors are fighting, they're verbally attacking each other, they're threatening each other.
What?
And it's intolerable in that jury room. This is what the foreperson has been saying. Then, yesterday, Harvey Weinstein himself gets up in front of the judge and said, hey, this jury's behavior is depriving me of a fair trial. He said, we all know that they're fighting. We all know that they're threatening each other. We all know that intimidation is happening. This is my life. I'm on trial here. This is unfair.
Wow.
And he has a point.
Okay.
I do not like Harvey Weinstein, but if that was me and I was on retrial and I heard that the jury members were threatening each other, I'd be like, oh no.
Right.
Oh, this is not fair.
But he's already been convicted of one thing, so send him back to jail on that conviction. Let him die his horrible death alone in the cell.
But couldn't you say, how do I know that jury members weren't threatened into a guilty verdict?
Nah, because you already got the one guilty and one acquittal. So
right. This whole time they're fighting and threatening each other. How does that one guilty verdict come out pristine and clean to you? It doesn't to me, especially if I'm the guy on trial. I'm like, no. I don't know, man. It to me, it's like,
But at the same time, like, I don't know. If you disagree with someone, you're going to argue your point.
Yeah, but you can't threaten somebody.
No, you can't threaten someone. That's true.
So, I don't know. It just seems a little weird to me. We'll find out. I mean, it's definitely the basis for, what do you call it? An appeal?
Yeah, an appeal, yeah. I mean, is there going to be a hung jury on the third trial? Yeah.
A mistrial? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. That is interesting, though.
It's time for a Harvey Weinstein update with Kelly Quinn. Oh!
All right. Those are your three things.
I don't know what's going on out there. I don't know why people feel the need to relieve themselves in places they shouldn't. Like this first story, I get. Sort of. Because, do you want to take a guess as to where our first story takes place for a pee attack?
What the? Florida?
Exactly. It is a WTF. A 70-year-old Florida man is facing charges for allegedly peeing on hundreds of cans of Spam at a Sam's Club near Orlando. Patrick Mitchell is his name. It happened a couple weeks ago on May 30th. He just pleaded not guilty in court this week. How do you plead not guilty? They have you on video peeing all over the Spam.
He hates these cans. Stay away from the cans.
He was at the Sam's Club in Lady Lake, Florida, when he stopped to relieve himself on 2 pallets of canned goods, a pallet of Spam, and a big stack of Vienna sausages. After he zipped up, he wandered around the snack section for a while, sat down on some patio furniture for about 10 minutes, and then paid for everything in his cart and left. They were able to ID him using the info from his Sam's Club card and arrested him at his home in the Villages. Of course, he lives in the Villages. He's facing charges for disorderly conduct and criminal mischief. The second one's a felony because he did over $1,000 worth of damage. They had to throw away everything on the 2 pallets. 3,300 cans of Vienna sausages and 2,700 cans of Spam. Now, look, I'm not saying I want PP-covered cans, but don't you think you could wipe the cans off? They're sealed.
Also, I mean, mice and rats are peeing and pooping everywhere in those cans whenever they're stored.
Is it really that big of a deal?
It kind of is. Like
no one would know.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, urine is sterile.
Roll it to the back room.
Hose it off.
Give the low man on the totem pole a towel or a ShamWow, and get to work on the PP cans.
Listen, P-boy, you got a big job ahead of you.
Right.
ShamWow.
They did say the combined value of everything was $10,585. That's a lot of product to be getting rid of.
Spam's not worth it.
I also think that it's a goodwill gesture to your customers.
To get rid of everything?
Yeah.
I guess.
I
mean, it's probably the right thing to do. I'm just saying no one would be the wiser.
I get you.
That's all I'm saying.
If I'm in charge of the warehouse or wherever this pee attack occurred, I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to know.
So I thought that was a strange story. Until I was doom scrolling last night, and right across my FYP on my TikTok page, I came across a video of a young lady sitting in her car becoming visually and audibly upset over something that her and her boyfriend ran into right in our own backyard. Oh. Take a listen to this.
Hey, so this video is for the person who went into a Walmart in the middle of Westerville, Ohio, the one off of Schrock to be exact, and pissed in an igloo cooler, and then put that cooler back up on the shelf for me and my fiance to find today. So if you're not that person, feel free to keep scrolling, but if you are that person, please keep listening. I wanted to let you know, that you need to drink more water. Your pee is really, really dark, and it smells really, really bad. It smells like you only drink Diet Pepsi. That's not good for you. Also, you might want to talk to a therapist about why you chose to piss into an igloo cooler and put it back up on the shelf instead of just walking back across the store to use the bathrooms that were readily available to you. And I'm genuinely not trying to embarrass you or anything, but, so many people had to look at your dark, stinky pee today. Me and my fiance had to see it, and then all of the Walmart employees had to see it, and everybody was just gagging and going, ew, oh my god, who would do this? What's wrong with them? So,
she's bawling.
Maybe next time, if you would, you could save yourself the trouble, and you could also save us the trouble, and you could just, use the toilet and not piss in the igloo cooler. Because it was really gross. It was really, really nasty.
Okay, so the guy either had a beef with Igloo, a beef with Walmart, or he just was in an emergency situation in the cooler aisle.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get to the bathroom.
You would think.
Can you?
You got to go before that you get to that point anyway.
Okay, first of all, I'm in that Walmart like every now and again because it's right by my mom's condo.
Okay.
And it doesn't. I feel like the smell would just blend in.
Like the store smells that way anyway.
You know how weird those sort of. I don't know, you're like your Walmarts and your Woolworths and your, those types of stores. They all have some kind of like bizarre smell to them.
I'm not disagreeing with you. However, when you have that amount of liquid locked in to a plastic igloo cooler, especially the way she described it,
dark.
If it was that dark,
stinks.
Also, that's
like if you drink only Diet Pepsi,
the asparagus pea, and you open up the igloo, and it's just bam, and you've got just a bunch of tiny ninjas just drop kicking your nostrils, and it's just
Is that a biohazard?
Yeah.
Okay, so did they have to shut down the store or at least shut down the aisle and make sure everything was like there was no splash or anything like that?
Because we had that conversation earlier this week about all the splashback that takes place.
What do you do?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I know Walmart probably doesn't want to shut down, but for a little bit of deep cleaning.
Do you throw out all the igloo coolers now?
And then also, you don't know if this guy just did half a pee in that cooler and then went in some other aisle and peed somewhere else that hasn't been yet discovered.
Oh, did they have to send, like, the low man on the totem pole to search all the igloos?
Hey, boy!
And every time it's like deal or no deal. Like, are you opening up another cooler full of piss? Oh.
You look like the piss boy.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, it's
Don't
gross.
go peeing in igloo coolers in the middle of Walmart.
Don't go peeing in igloo coolers.
That's just wrong. It's 99.7 The Blitz. Hey, it's a Thursday. It's going to be hot, humid. Could see 90 today if we happen to creep up that high. If you're not having the best week or maybe a not great start to your day, we'd love to make you feel a little bit better. And I do so by visiting one of my favorite websites called F My Life, where people post about all the things that are terrible happening in their lives. It makes you feel a little bit better about yours.
Yeah.
Like this person who posted, today I was going to propose to my girlfriend of 3 years. I checked the box with the ring to make sure it was still there and saw a piece of paper in it. Just said no.
What? Oh, well, she saved you.
Saved you the trouble.
More public embarrassment.
Saved you the public embarrassment.
Yeah.
Yep. Today my dog died in the same kitchen corner that two of my other dogs have died. I have a corner of death in my kitchen.
You better get something. You need somebody to come in and check out that corner. What's going on over there?
Or move.
Do you think that, like the second and third dog, is there like a sixth sense there? Like they know that's like where
spot.
you go to die?
Maybe.
Oh. Or maybe they were looking for their buddy that was there.
That was there before. Today, my roommate told me there is some restricted number that keeps calling and waking her up at odd hours of the night. She then says she's going to get the police involved to find out who it is because she's feeling harassed. Well, I'm the restricted caller calling to wake her up in the middle of the night to stop her from snoring so loud. I hear it through the walls. At that point, do you tell him? You're like, look, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Today, my boss came to my cubicle to give me my annual performance bonus. I was asleep at my desk.
Oh, no.
Whoops! Hate when that happens. Today, my theater teacher made me go on stage even though I had a violent stomach flu. My understudies were unreachable, and she threatened to fail me if I did not perform. Halfway through the first act, I vomited on the front row. She failed me for letting the cast down.
That is not fair.
Come on! That's rude.
Wow.
Today in a bar, I had to remind my brother that the bar was not open to the public. It was booked for a private party. Our family reunion, in fact. So the girl that he was this close to pulling was actually our Welsh cousin we'd never met before.
I'm getting a number tonight, man.
Yeah, it's going down tonight. Today I went to the doctor because recently I've had a white liquid coming from my breast. I found out it was milk. I'm not pregnant. Is that a thing?
guess.
I don't know.
Does that happen, like, often? That seems
They are
strange.
lactating for some reason.
That seems
seems like a health issue, but I don't know.
Let's see.
Maybe it's sympathy lactation. Does she have a friend who just had a baby?
Oh, can that happen?
I don't know.
Like matching your cycles?
What about wet nurses?
Oh.
How do they keep lactating? You know?
If you continue to breastfeed, I think it continues to produce milk,
yes.
right? Yeah.
You're the one who decides when it dries up.
Right.
Yeah.
Today, the guy I posted a story. I'm sorry, let me try that again. Today, the guy I liked posted a story that said, "Why can't a girl who's into metal be into me?" Deciding to shoot my shot, I replied, "I'm a girl who's into metal. What's up, cutie?" He deleted it and then posted a new one. "Why can't an attractive girl who's in..."
Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
The metal be into me.
Oh, man.
Come on. Rude. And finally, today, while on my usual jogging trail, a man stopped to give me some weird spreadsheet. On it was my whole schedule with the days I'd missed, what I was wearing, and how much my time was improving, along with some running tips. I threw the paper and ran for my life. I'm too terrified to go back there ever again. I would be too.
Yeah,
That is weird.
I'm picking a new running trail. There's no way I'm going back to that spot. That is just, no. Not happening. I hope you feel a little bit better about your life. Little FML 99.7 The Blitz. There comes a time in every man's life when you finally meet the right person and decide, you know what? We should move in together. We should take the next step in our relationship and get a place together. Or if you're like me, it could happen 5 or 6 times. I mean, that's fine too. But when you do, there is a chance that at some point you might be in your, I don't know, mid to upper 20s, somewhere around there. And there is also a chance you have moved into your own place for the first time, or maybe you live with a roommate, and you made some decorating decisions that a mid-20-year-old would make. Not only did you make these decisions based on your interests and your likes, but also probably financially. You're probably not walking into, I don't know, Big Sandy and buying all the top-level furniture and oak wood dressers and all that kind of nice stuff. You probably have, like, milk crates with cement blocks to build your shelves. 2x4s.
Milk crates.
Yes.
You lived with a half a dozen different women?
I've probably lived with more than that.
Well, that's a lot of wisdom.
It's
a lot of great wisdom.
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot, for sure. I'm not saying all were the best choices, but...
You learned.
Yeah.
A lot.
But here's the thing. When you do decide to combine your households and get your first place together, there's usually some things that aren't going to make the cut. And more likely than not, it's going to be a lot of the guy stuff that probably doesn't make the cut. So, ladies, I want to know, 800-821-9970, when did you have that conversation? How did you have that conversation about, I'm sorry, but the Ferrari poster and the Bud Light bikini girl aren't coming to the new place?
All an ass has got to go.
Yeah, you can't.
Neon St. Pauli girl sign?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What did you have to get rid of? What didn't make the cut in your new house? And how did you broach the subject? 800-821-9970 or 99-700. Kelly, I mean, it's been a while, but do you remember that conversation? Did you have to have that conversation?
Okay. So this is completely flipped on its head here. I have no taste whatsoever. I have zero taste. I don't know how to decorate a home to save my life. Every wall on I lived in a condo before Charlie and I got married, blank. Everything blank.
Really?
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to choose furniture. I don't have any sense of space. Nothing. Charlie's an artist, so he's got it all.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely pleased to now be married to somebody who knew what to do with a home.
Okay.
Now, I will say I had one issue, and one issue only, and I didn't mention it till about 4 years after we got married, and it was he had a print of the Matisse painting, The Fall of Icarus. I hate that painting. I do not like it at all. It always freaked me out to see it, and I finally said, can we maybe put something else in that place right there? And he's like, oh, you don't like it?
Is that with the boat and the two people standing on the...
No.
No.
Here.
Okay.
This is it, right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What? Why do you have an issue with that?
I don't like it. There's something that freaks me out about it.
Okay.
When I look at it, and I'm like, I've never liked it. And it was always in like our spare computer room, but I use that room a lot. And so I finally at one point said, you know what? No offense, but I hate that painting to the depths of my soul. Can we put something else there? And I've never seen it again. I don't even know what it is. No argument whatsoever. Yeah.
All right. Thick, did you have to get rid of a thing or two when you and Heather?
Just one thing.
What was that?
The snake.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, a snake isn't really like a family household type pet.
Poor Medusa.
That is definitely a 20-something-year-old's pet.
I bet she still misses me.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Still? You think that thing's alive still?
I don't know.
How many years has it been?
87.
Okay, yeah, no, it's definitely not still alive.
Things in snake heaven.
800-821-9970 or 99-700. I'm trying to think of what I had to get rid of.
Did anybody make an issue with anything you had?
I can tell you this. I did buy a new bed. Bought us a new bed when Nora and I moved in together.
Okay.
Got rid of the old mattress.
Did you? I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to have a fresh start.
It is good to have a fresh start, for sure.
Get rid of all the old ghosts. How many old ghosts do you think were in that mattress?
Oh, you want to talk about that? But
that's a good buy. I love that purchase. Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, she was all in on my, my M-Den. I've got the basement of all my collectibles and stuff. She's
she loved that.
Yeah, she's got no problem with that whatsoever.
She's from Detroit.
Yeah, she's from Detroit.
Plus, it's a personality thing. You don't want to cut off someone's personality.
Right.
Yeah.
She actually. Not only did she allow me to keep pretty much everything, she added to it. She got me one of those. Remember, I don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago, it was big to take some pictures and you could design your own beer girl poster.
Okay.
Women were taking pictures like in bikinis or sitting on bikes, and you could design and print off your own beer. So she made herself into a beer girl poster that went behind our bar.
Oh, that's cute.
At our old house. Yeah. But no, she let me keep all the stuff.
By the way, ball python will live 40 to 50 years.
Okay, so there's a chance.
Still be alive.
There is a chance. Gustavo says I had to get rid of the lazy boy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an iffy one.
Why? A lazy boy's amazing, and they're expensive as heck.
Which is just a recliner?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
But if you have the old, tattered lazy boy,
well, yeah,
I think that's a little different.
Okay.
The one that's probably smelly at this point.
It's got stains.
Yeah.
It's got a
the one that has caught all of those Sunday afternoon football farts into the
Red Bear.
Yeah. It is so perfectly broken for you. It's just perfect now. So comfortable.
Okay, not in the main room. How about that? Put it
wherever the football,
dude room.
wherever I'm watching football.
Wherever you're,
Right. 800-821-9970. Ladies, what did you have to have him get rid of? How did you bring it up? What?
Where's Rick? Oh, he's up in the attic watching football.
Right, yeah, exactly. All the way up in the attic. 99.7 The Blitz. All right, the time comes in your relationship. At this point, you're just, like, one night you're at her house, the next night she's at your house, and you're just kind of going back and forth, and then you have the conversation, like, we're paying 2 mortgages or 2 rents. Why are we doing this? We should just move in together. And so you make that big leap the next step in your relationship. But then, you're combining both your stuff. And a lot of times, let's just be honest, ladies, men don't have like the nicest stuff. Sometimes it's just kind of make do. It's what they can get their hands on, and it's fine for now. But when you move in, not everything's making the cut. So what did you have to tell him to get rid of before you moved in together? Lisa, good morning. How are you? Lisa?
I'm great.
Hi, Lisa. What did you have to tell him to get rid of? How did you broach the subject?
Oh my gosh. So he had this, I don't want to call it a lazy boy, but it was a recliner, and it was pleather, and it was 80s teal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is he a Dolphins fan?
Oh my God. And this thing would dump you out the back if you didn't know what you were doing.
If you lean back too far.
The chair's like, nope, get out.
Right, like that. And I finally made him get rid of it when we moved into our house, and he put it on the side of the road with a sign that said, "Free just like your mom."
Yeah, but was it gone within like 37 minutes?
It was gone pretty quickly, and he'll tell me to this day he still misses that chair, and I'm like, it was horrible.
Right. Yeah, you need to update and upgrade the furniture at that point for sure. Lisa, have a great Thursday. Thank you so much. Adam, good morning.
Good morning.
Adam, what did you have to get rid of when you combined your lives?
Oh, okay. So it wasn't what I had to get rid of, it's what she had to get rid of.
Okay.
Yeah. So we met, and 6 months in, things got serious, and we decided to move in together. And she had a dog that was blind. It was a Great Dane, and this thing was meaner than a snake. And it got used to me in this apartment that she had, and we kind of became best friends until we moved. When we moved, this dog became like super obsessive over its new space, and it tried to murder me every day. So, we're moving in together, and I can't even walk through my house without detective equipment on to make sure I'm not going to get attacked.
Oh man,
It came to the point where I was like, what do we do here? Do we separate, or do you get rid of your dog? The dog was 10 years old. It was on its last leg, so we took it to its parents' house, and that's where it lived out its days.
That's a tough decision.
Well, at least you had a nice place for him to go, because that's tough. A blind dog, moving a blind dog from the space he knows is that's
right.
Not great for the dog.
How do you say that? Sorry, you got to get rid of your
absolutely. No, that's
well, you didn't know. You said, should we separate, or what should we do here? You opened it up for discussion.
I couldn't live in fear in my own house anymore.
Absolutely. No, I totally get it. I appreciate it, Adam. Thank you so much for the call. Kelly, it's between Charlie and Moose. Who's making the cut?
Charlie and Moses?
Oh, Moses. I'm sorry, Moses, yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Just making sure.
No, I don't know if it reversed. If it was a choice between me and Moses. It might be a different
way.
for him.
Delaney says, my husband's a diehard Patriots fan. I'm a huge OSU fan. When I moved in with him, I had an OSU wall sign, and he said the only way I could hang it up was if he could also hang his Patriots sign, so I had to compromise. Yeah, sometimes you got to compromise. I totally get that.
Virginia said, made my fiance get rid of his futon from college. Flat out said, we cannot keep that.
Yeah. I think once you're out of the bachelor pad, the futon is no longer acceptable. You can't have a futon just as your main piece of furniture in your living room. But at that point, it's a no-go.
Oh, Kyle said, had to get rid of my ball python just like Rick.
Oh, so sad.
Oh, you boys and your snakes. Oh, my gosh.
Kenny said, I made my girlfriend take down the Marilyn Manson tapestry.
Tapestry?
Tapestry, yeah. It hung in our bedroom and was huge.
That's weird. I wouldn't want Marilyn Manson hanging in the bedroom at all.
No, thank you.
Danielle says, made my husband get rid of his clothes that had holes in them. He still tries sneaking it out of the house instead of wearing nice clothes.
Because they're the most comfortable.
Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable pocket hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free pocket pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
I couldn't imagine walking around with just holes all over
Let
the
me tell
shirt.
you, though, when I tell you that 60% of my socks have holes in the bottom because I wear socks around the house and no shoes, I need to do a complete overhaul of my sock situation.
Yeah, I wear socks and no shoes
like
too.
Athletic socks. They have holes in the heels. I don't know what the deal. It must be hard on my heels or something.
Bananas.
I know. And I need to take care of that today.
Do you need
today?
Do you need the foot egg? Do you have sandpaper heels?
No, I think
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
If you're rubbing through like, how old are your socks? Get new socks.
Yeah, they're not new. I mean, they've been around.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. That needs to be remedied. Like maybe today.
Yes.
You're just reminding me. I walk around with socks with holes in them all the time.
Of course you do, because you're just like Heather.
Side note, I heard the coolest thing. That I had a friend who did this for her husband one time. I thought it was just the coolest thing ever because it's not something you want to spend money on and it's kind of annoying. But one day, while he was at work, she went to, I think it was like Kohl's or something. She got 2 packs of fresh t-shirts, 3 packs of fresh underwear, and 3 packs of fresh socks. Threw out all the other stuff. So he had all new undergarments. I was like, that's a cool gift.
Yeah, thank you.
That is so ladies, take note. That would be really cool to just go redo the whole thing. I think Charlie needs to take you sock shopping. That needs to be after your Mexican dinner this Saturday night.
Yeah, socks?
Yeah, go get socks.
Okay.
I think we can end on this. Sarah said Goose had to get rid of himself 5 times.
That is true, 100%.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
Tennessee man has been charged with kidnapping and rape after admitting to sexual conduct with a 15-year-old girl at a Grandview Heights hotel. Police say they were called to Nationwide Children's Hospital last month on a report of a sexual assault. The 15-year-old victim told officers she'd been talking with this suspect, 31-year-old DeVaris Delaney, for several months over social media, then agreed to meet him at a hotel on Yard Street here in Grandview. She said he had a gun, would not let her leave the room, and assaulted her multiple times over 2 days. Delaney was arrested last week in Chattanooga and extradited to the Franklin County Jail this Tuesday. He has reportedly admitted to having sex with the girl and to knowing she was only 15. Didn't sound like he waited for an attorney before he started talking. But good.
Good, right.
'Cause he needs to go to prison.
Lock him up, throw away the key.
Save taxpayer money.
Hulu's Days is a standalone app, may be numbered. Disney is paying NBC Universal nearly $439 million for its stake in Hulu and taking full control of the streaming service. The process has been going on for a number of years. In fact, Disney has been silently running Hulu since 2019. But now that the acquisition is nearing completion, it means that Hulu content will be integrated with Disney Plus content, and many analysts believe that the Hulu standalone app will be completely discontinued, and you'll just have to get Disney Plus, and it'll become another tile on that app.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, because now you get the bundle with Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN, which is interesting because Disney, ESPN, all ABC. Well, I mean, Disney owns ABC, so they're paying NBC for Hulu.
Right.
It's pretty strange.
Yeah, it is. Brian Wilson, the singer, songwriter, and creative mastermind behind the Beach Boys, has died. He was 82 years old. While no specific cause of death was given, we do know that his wife, Melinda, died in January of last year. And right after that, his family, Brian Wilson's family, filed legal documents to establish a conservatorship for Brian Wilson. His doctor says Wilson was suffering from a major neurocognitive disorder and could not care for himself, although he is said to have approved this arrangement. And two, as a side note, Ananda Lewis, the former MTV VJ who hosted TRL back in the 90s, has died after a battle with breast cancer. She was 52 years old. And those are your 3 things.
It's the Morning Blitz with Goose, Kelly, and Thick.
Time is gone. It's the time.
Well, you know, it's a good week when we have a whole bunch of tickets to give away, and you get a chance to pick your ticket. Yeah, we're going to give you a choice. Zach Sabbath, Seether and Daughtry, or Kosai's Unofficial Galaxies going down if you're a Star Wars fan. We are going to play the time work. You got your pen and paper ready, Kelly?
Ready to go.
All
Ready
right.
to go.
Thick has compiled a audio montage for us. It's got 3 clues in it. It could be a clip from a TV show, could be a clip of a song, could be news clips, it could be movie clips, could be a theme song of sorts. But the thing is, all 3 clips come from the same year. Take a guess as to the year. You get the closest or hit it the nail on the head, and you're going to walk away a winner just like that. 800-821-9970. If you would like to play Time Warp and pick your ticket, that's right, you win. We're going to give you a choice. Zach Sabbath, Seether and Daughtry, or Kosai Unofficial Galaxies running through September 1st right now at Kosai there. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
It's Kenny.
Kenny. All right, Kenny. We've got the audio clues ready to go. After we hear them, we'll give you a choice, Kenny. You can go first or last as to picking the year, because there's a chance Kelly or I might hit it on the head, and then, unfortunately, you don't win. So, Thick, are you ready with the clip?
I am ready.
All right. Here are our 3 audio clues for Time Warp.
Mango only pawn in game of life.
Oh,
okay.
no.
I don't know.
Wow.
I got Sweet Home Alabama.
I know what the second one is.
What's
Mongrel? It's not
Will you play it
Conan
again?
the Barbarian.
Yeah, I can play it again.
Oh, go ahead.
Mango only pawn in game of life.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, that's the toughest one we've had so far. Kenny, do you want to go first or last?
I'll go last.
Go last. Okay. Well, we both agree we heard Sweet Home Alabama. Mongrel, for some reason, I think it's Conan the Barbarian, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Blazing Saddle.
Blazing Saddle.
Oh, look, Kenny helping you out.
Kenny.
Oh,
Thank
now
you,
I'm
Kenny.
narrowed down.
Don't
Okay.
shoot
Narrowed
him.
down
Don't
a
shoot him.
thing.
You only make him mad.
Okay. And then I'm assuming the third is a theme song of some TV show.
Oh, did you
or
hear it?
something. People Magazine. Oh, the invention of People Magazine?
Its debut.
Really? And Sweet Home Alabama and Blazing Saddles are all from the same year?
Yes.
I'm going the 77.
Oh, that is right around where I was.
Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
Going to say it is the 70s, and I just don't know how early into the 70s
Right.
it is. Sweet Home Alabama. I feel like I was jamming to that, and I was too young in the very early 70s to be jamming to Sweet Home Alabama. Let me give myself 1976.
All right, we got 77 and 76. Kenny, you've got Sweet Home Alabama. You knew Blazing Saddles. People Magazine made its debut. Do you have a guess as to a year, Kenny?
I want to say 73 or 74.
I'd say the S word.
Yeah, don't say that.
But you can say 74.
sorry.
Okay.
1974.
74, 76, 77. Thick.
Sweet Home Alabama. Blazing Saddles. and People magazine all came out in 1974.
I had a feeling I was a little too late once I thought about it. Yeah.
I just could not pinpoint a year. You could have told me it was 1971. I would have said, okay.
Great job, Kenny. Way to hit the nail on the head, so you get to pick a ticket. Zach Sabbath with Bonfire in Dark Chapel at Newport Music Hall on November 16th. Seether and Daughtry at Rose Music Center at the Heights on Friday, October 10th. Or 4-pack of tickets to Kosai Unofficial Galaxies if you're a Star Wars fan. Anytime now between now and September 1st. What are you going to pick?
Let's do Zach Sabbath.
Done deal. You're going to go see Zach Sabbath. Have a great time. Thanks for playing Time Warp 99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, let's talk about a couple spoiled brats. This incident taking place as a Chinese tourist was getting ready to board their plane in Milan on a June 8th flight. However, after inspecting her carry-on bag, the desk employees determined that the suitcase was actually over the weight limit and informed the traveler she'd need to pay extra or disregard some contents. That is when this woman went full-blown hysterics, falling onto the ground and pounding the pavement, throwing a temper tantrum. Literally yelling and screaming and kicking their feet. Everyone's just looking at this woman like, what in the hell is going on? You can't roll around on the ground pounding the airport's pavement.
That is a temper tantrum.
Do you think it's going to change anything?
So embarrassing. Get a hold of yourself.
Right. Have you ever had to, throw anything at the airport?
No.
I had to do it one time where I was, a couple pounds overweight, and I was like, well, I guess these 2 old shirts aren't going to make the cut.
I mean, probably had to toss the rest of a Starbucks I wasn't allowed to bring through.
Right.
Other than that.
Left with nothing else to do, they had to remove the flyer from the airport. She was rebooked on a later route after calming down a little bit.
Just cry and get my way. I can cry and get my way.
Right. Second spoiled brat is in downtown Los Angeles, where a man is accused of plowing a minivan into a crowd. Of course, we all know about the protests going on in Los Angeles. Well, apparently this man was quite upset about being blocked at the corner of Alameda and Bouchette Streets on Sunday night, an area that was packed with people protesting the recent ICE raids, obviously. Video captured the moment he decided he had enough, didn't want to wait any longer, so he drove through the crowd. He was later arrested on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon and possession of a loaded firearm, because you can't have that either because he is a felon. Yes, he's on a third strike. He has done this before, where he has been delayed and run through crowds of people because it was interfering with his travel plans.
At this point, I feel like he's looking for crowds to mow over.
Right. You can't do that.
Unless they're really protesting all the time in L.A.
The driver was identified as Ulysses Sanchez, and he will be charged 1 felony count of assault with a deadly weapon, possession of a firearm by a felon, 1 misdemeanor count of each, reckless driving, and possession of a smoking device because, shocker, he had a loaded gun, methamphetamine, and a pipe in his van.
That all checks out.
That's what you do. When you have all those things in your vehicle, the right thing to do is then to try and plow over a group of people because, no one's going to say anything. They're not going to call the police or anything. They'll just be like, oh, yeah, typical day in L.A. where a minivan just tries to drive through a group of people. You can't do that. That's your not-so-breaking news, 99.7 The Blitz. I saw someone post this on Facebook, and it's just kind of funny, so I thought we could bring it up, talk about it. 800-821-9970. You can shoot us a text as well at 99700. And the post was very simple. 2 words after sex. That's all the post said. And some people went the route of it was kind of like an unfortunate encounter. It wasn't what you were hoping for. And some people went the route of everything's great. So what would be yours? 2 words after sex. Like someone said, round 2? That would be something you'd want to hear. I would think.
I like Eric's. Eric texted in, good game.
Yes.
Good game.
Good game.
That's a good
We
one.
had a couple of those.
With a little butt slap.
smack.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good game.
That's funny.
Absolutely. Carrie says, "You're welcome."
There you go.
That's some confidence.
Yeah, I was going to say that takes some guts and some confidence to bust out a "You're welcome" for sure. 800-821-9970. Thick, can you think of 2 words either you would want to hear or you wouldn't want to hear?
I definitely wouldn't want to hear "felt nothing."
Oh, no. That would be bad. I did see something like that. Someone did post, "That's it?"
Yeah, right?
Oh, man. That would just be a punch to the gut.
You probably want to hear "You're amazing."
Yeah, that'd be a good one. That would be a good one.
Jason said, "You hungry?"
Who doesn't want to hear that afterwards? Or
food, yes.
I think one for me would be nap time.
Yeah.
That's I'm all about that. You hungry would be if someone says you hungry, that's
Always.
a winner. Mm-hmm. That is a winner right there.
Keeper.
That's 100%. 800-821-9970. JoJo said, "Get out."
Oh.
Man.
Maybe you want to hear that.
Jeremy said something similar, "Go home."
Yeah, go home.
Okay.
Eric said, Eric said,
right,
"Pay
sure.
me."
Pay me. Oh. 800-821-9970 or 99700. Those 2 words that you either do or do not want to hear after you get it on. It's 997 Blitz. All right.
Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
800-821-9970. Saw someone post on Facebook, and they just put up a very simple post. Said 2 words after sex. People start filling it in. Some people went the good route. Some people went the bad route. Zach said, "Not terrible." I don't know if that's a rating I would want to get.
Well, it's not a rave, I'll tell you that.
It's not a rave.
It's not a 10.
But it's also not terrible.
It's not a 1 either.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you just happy that they didn't say was terrible and you take the win for not terrible? Let's see here. 3326. Oh, Rich says, "High five."
High five.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
I saw a couple of those.
If you haven't at least high-fived your significant other once after a good sesh, then you're missing out.
Somebody said, "My bad."
Don't want to hear "condom broke."
Oh, no.
You definitely do not want to hear that. You also don't want to hear what Mary said. "Thanks, Mom."
What?
Oh,
Mary? What?
Come on, Mary.
What?
Don't have to go there.
Do we need to call someone? What is going on? Jimmy, is this 2 words? Booyah. Booyah.
Booyah. I would consider that 2 words, at least hyphenated, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fish said, "More, please."
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to ask for more, please.
Dave said, "I'm spent." It's good. Leaving
Yeah,
it
it's
all
good
in
if
the
you're
field.
spent. Leaving it all in the field, for sure. Mark says, "How much?"
Oh, no.
I don't know. What is the going rate? I wouldn't even know. If you throw it on a 20, is that insulting them? Like, I don't know what the cost is.
Oh, Sean threw out a traditional "love you." I love it. That's very nice, Sean.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
George said, personally like to say, "Finish her."
Are you going the Mortal Kombat route? I mean, I guess I'm assuming that any female would agree, but I don't know if I'm gonna use those words. that seems a bit abrasive.
Well, yeah, it's like, sweep the leg. Finish him.
Finish it right. Her. Yeah, exactly.
Mike says 2 stars.
2 stars? No. Is that like not terrible? I mean, middle of the road?
Yeah. I feel like I'm not purchasing something that's a 2-star rated thing, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a little too low for me.
You got to be 3.5
At
stars.
At least 3.
Out of 5.
I'll give you 3, but
yeah.
Man, I can't read some of these sickos.
Josh says, who's next?
Who's next?
Just lining them up? Really?
Sean said, effing wow.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I don't want a not a terrible. I want an effing wow.
Yeah.
For sure. Michael
are
said,
gross.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Casey, what smells?
Oh, no. Maybe this is a terrible idea because you've got some... yeah, some of these we just cannot read. Lucian said, had better. Oh, man.
Can't we just stick with good game? That's the best.
Good game, I think, is the
best.
Is the safe route to go.
It's fun. It's playful. It's not insulting anybody.
Zach, if you say it itches, there's a problem there.
Ooh.
You can't. You don't want to say those words. Not recommended. Steve, autopsy time? Excuse me?
Oh, because you're a dead. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So wait. Maybe that's a compliment.
No.
If you're saying like it's autopsy time, I'm dead. You killed me.
No.
Like that,
or you were a dead.
If you're doing necrophilia, we got way other bigger issues.
No. I'm saying
there's too much room for misinterpretation with this one.
Right.
I don't think so.
So what are you saying?
You're like you don't move in bed. You're a dead.
Oh, like a dead fish.
Yeah. See, Goose had a more positive interpretation.
Right.
You know?
I'm dead.
Yeah.
You killed me.
Right.
I'm taking that as a compliment. Seeing stars sort of thing. Oh, God. Blaine said 2 words you don't want to hear. Get tested. Yeah, no, that's definitely what you don't want to hear after a romp at all. 800-821-9970 if you've got one, or 99-700.
You're done?
Oh, yeah. See, again, exclamation point. I'm taking that as a positive. You're done. You are done.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did everything I could do. I put it all out there. You're done.
Carrie's got a question
mark.
Or
the question mark
you're
is,
done?
Yeah, that's not the route you want to go at all. 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
Well, more than 100 people killed when an Air India plane bound for London with 242 people on board crashed minutes after taking off from India's western city of Ahmedabad today, crashing right on top of a medical college hostel, killing a number of medical students, and it is believed that no one on board the plane survived. But as they're doing just their rescue mission now, more than 100 bodies have so far been brought to the hospital, most of them badly charred. The plane was a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner, one of the most modern passenger aircraft in service. And seconds after takeoff, there was a mayday call and then no further communication. The jet broke into pieces. The tailpiece still stuck like right in the top of this hostel. There's picture and video. It's very awful. The plane headed again for Gatwick Airport south of London, and it is not believed there are any survivors from the plane, and they don't know yet how many people in that hostel, they were all medical students, were killed. So, and it's a grim story this morning. Dozens of demonstrations are set for Saturday in Central Ohio and around the nation. The No Kings protests are set to coincide with a military parade in D.C. on Saturday, which is also President Trump's 79th birthday. The parade is to honor the 250th birthday of the U.S. Army. Rallies are scheduled for Columbus, Hilliard, Clintonville, Westerville, Grove City, Pickerington, Delaware, and London. Well, video went viral a few days ago, the inside of the closed-down Astrodome in Houston, which is interesting because that is a no trespassing area. You're not allowed in there. The stadium's been shut down since 2009, but somebody broke in and took video of the inside of the abandoned stadium's interior. And authorities were investigating this break-in. They have security guards posted there. Well, the guards saw 3 teenage boys running from the Astrodome across the parking lot, and the 3 were arrested and say they were inside the Astrodome taking pictures. But when they saw security, they ended up hiding there for hours. But security never left, so they just made a run for it.
What a great game of hide and seek inside an old Astrodome.
I mean, is that the most fun thing you can think of in your life?
Oh,
is
like
getting
urban
into
discovery?
An abandoned building, an abandoned mall, an abandoned amusement park.
Years ago, before it was tore down, the Pontiac Silverdome, where the Lions played up until Ford Field was built, they had shut down and it just sat there. And people actually did get in, and to see like trees growing.
Yes.
It had one of those like soft roofs that was kind of like almost like a giant tarp, and that had ripped and deteriorated, so things were growing on the field. The suites had like shrubbery in them. It was crazy to see some of that video.
It is a popular sort of genre of photography. It's called bando photography, abandoned building photography.
Oh, okay.
So, if you've seen some of the, former, what do you call it? Psychiatric hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, pictures of the inside of abandoned psychiatric
That's
hospitals.
some freaky stuff.
Yeah, because it's like the medical equipment, it's like decay, still there. It's like rusted. It is freaky, but oh my gosh, as a kid, can you imagine how fun and scary that would be?
I would love to do that for sure.
Total blast. All right, those are your 3 things.
Yeah, I'll be the first to admit sometimes I lack a little motivation. That couch is just extra comfy. The TikTok videos are extra funny. And you just don't want to do anything.
They will kill so much time.
100%.
All those reels, man, you can get so trapped in that. 2 hours of your life are gone.
It could I have been places recently where I've been there like a half an hour early, and I can easily kill a half an hour scrolling through TikTok.
Yeah,
no problem whatsoever.
It's so easy.
How can you motivate yourself? Well, some people had jumped on Reddit, and the question was asked, what's your weirdest productivity hack? How do you get going? How to motivate yourself? Someone said the 5-minute rule. If a task should take less than 5 minutes, I just do it now. I don't wait. I don't procrastinate.
Yeah, I like that.
Takes less than 5 minutes, just knock it out real quick. The same thing can be said for this person who said, how much can I get done before this song ends?
Oh, okay.
So you've got the 3.5, 4 minutes, whatever. How much can I just kind of put away or get done?
I try to be as efficient as I can. I want to get so much done, but as little time as possible.
Yeah, for sure. Someone says I switch rooms depending on the task. If I'm writing, I go to the kitchen. If I'm doing emails, I sit on the bedroom floor. Just each time, if I change spots, I can start a new task. Burn a candle with a certain scent every time you do a certain cast. Almost like it's like a Pavlov's dog sort of thing. If I'm smelling this candle, I'm going to clean the kitchen.
Okay.
Let's see. This person's productivity hack is, this is funny. What works for me is hating someone and wanting to do better than them. So I picture that person, or like if I'm at work, picture my work enemy, and I want to get more work done than them. So it really motivates me. Tidy as you go. Train yourself to look around before leaving a room so you can just keep things clean as you're going.
Yep.
That's a kind of a big kitchen rule. If I cook, a lot of times I'm tidying as I go.
I was just going to ask you. Yeah, do you clean up as you go along? It's so much better.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely wiping down stuff, or at least kind of rinsing the dishes or the cutting boards or the bowls that I'm using.
If I've got a few minutes, I'm waiting on this or that to heat up, or what, I will wash dishes. If I got 4 minutes, I'm washing those dishes.
Wow, all right.
Putting them on the side.
All right. This young lady said every time I need to make an important phone call, I put on red lipstick. Makes me feel more confident and professional.
Okay.
I can totally see that.
Sure.
Without a doubt. And then this person says I put all my tasks on slips of paper in a jar, then I draw one out randomly. It's like a game. Makes things a little less overwhelming because they're broken into small chunks and not like one long, scary list all on the same piece of paper. So even if you scratch off 3 or 4 things, you still see 10 to go. This time, You just kind of pull in slips of paper out of a jar.
Yeah, because I will make a list just to keep track of everything, what needs done. But yeah, sometimes you look at it and it's overwhelming as hell.
No, I like that. Yeah. There you go. Just a couple motivational hacks for you if you're trying to be productive and motivate yourself. See if one of these gives you a little boost. Or you can shoot us your own, 800-821-9970. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Oh, yeah. Let's learn you some stuff on a Thursday morning. Like, did you know there's more hydrogen in a gallon of gasoline than there is in a gallon of liquid hydrogen?
What?
I'm no chemist. I have no idea how that works, but...
the math ain't math.
Yeah, the math ain't math in there. You're right.
I'll take your word for it.
I did know this little fun fact. Michael Jackson's song Thriller was originally not called Thriller. It was called Starlight.
What does that mean?
I don't know. The hook actually went, give me some starlight, starlight, son.
So the whole meaning and everything about it was changed?
Had to be, yeah. Give me some starlight, son. That doesn't invoke like zombies dancing in the streets.
That's okay.
It's like a whole new song.
Right. Okay.
The math ain't math. I don't know.
I'm guessing he's glad he went with Thriller.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it would have sounded weird if Vincent Price was like, give me some sun. Do you want the starlight? The first report of the Wright brothers' flights was actually in a beekeeping magazine called Gleanings in Bee Culture.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'd heard that before.
One of the first people to report on that was a bee magazine?
Yeah. That was like an hour from here.
Was it really?
Yeah, Dayton.
Oh, okay.
Wright State University.
Yeah, right. Okay. Jackie Chan. I like Jackie Chan. Boy, he had a good run in, like, what was it, the late 90s, early 2000s?
The Rush Hour movies.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't even the Rush Hour movies. It was more his movies, like, oh, God, what were they? He had, like, Bronx something. He had a couple of movies that they brought over here that were just really good. His action sequences, man, just phenomenal. Amazing, yeah. Anyways, he's a classically trained opera singer, and he's released more than 20 albums. 20 albums. I had no idea.
Really?
Yeah. And finally, speaking of music, Paula Abdul's debut album, Forever Your Girl, had the longest time between its debut and hitting number one on the Billboard charts. It was released in June of 1988, and it hit number one 64 weeks later in October of 1989. Yeah, more than a year later, it actually became a number one song.
Very odd.
I used to jam out to some Mariah Carey. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, really?
Back in the day?
But not Paul Abdul?
I mean, Paul Abdul. That's what I meant.
It's like, what?
Wait, I meant Paul Abdul.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
They're almost the same.
Almost the same, yeah. There you go. Learning some stuff on a Thursday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.